let's learn the Cupid to Manerina. There's a couple of little tricks to this one to give it a nice flow. It is a beautiful transition. So the first thing that we want to do is make sure that we're spinning backwards on our Cupid, because then we can really lean into the spin as we transition into our Manerina. So backward spin on the Cupid. And then the second thing to remember is that your foot, that is your Cupid grip or your sickle foot for your Cupid, is also the same foot that you're going to use for your Manerina pose. So this bottom foot, it comes off to readjust, but it doesn't go far from the pole. And that's important because if you take it away from the pole and kind of kick it off, it won't make the transition as smooth. So you just want to take it off enough to change it, and then we're going to place it back on for your Manerina. So your Cupid grip is of course like this, and then for your Manerina, it's a sickle foot that will be on the other side of the pole. So in terms of your Cupid, so you don't have to be able to do a Cupid with both hands off. If you are still learning Cupid and you want to keep that inside arm on, you are welcome to. You'll still be able to do this transition. So either here or leaning out. Your inside arm is the one that goes back onto the pole if you do have both hands off. Outside hand is going to come across. Don't overthink the placement of this hand too much. Just kind of armpit height or a little bit higher. Not so high, of course, that it covers your face. That's going to restrict your movement, and also we don't want it covering your face. So just around that armpit height is good. And then we're going to lean back with the spin to start the momentum of our transition. The leg or the knee that is hooked for your Cupid is just going to slide down, and then we're going to spin with it. So let's just try that much. We'll get into our Cupid. We'll go through our hand placement. We'll start to lean back into the transition and lower the knee at the same time. Let's try that first. So you get into your Cupid however you want to. I like to get into this one from a side climb. Okay, so we're going to hook that one on. Place your foot into your Cupid. Inside arm grabs. Outside hand goes around armpit height. Now as we start to lean up with the chest, lower that leg and spin. So that bottom foot there goes here. Just give it enough space to take the foot off, and then place it back on again for your sickle foot grip. Now, even though that transition is relatively fast, it will kind of happen naturally, because as you're spinning and holding on with both hands, you'll want to re-grip that foot. So again, don't overthink it too much. More just allow it to go with the flow. Leaning out with the chest, changing this foot just enough to get it back on for the sickle foot, and lots of extension through your spine is what's going to, again, make the transition look really pretty. So keep the chest up and out rather than letting it drop down. So up, out, leaning back with the spin as you kind of twizzle a little bit with that foot. Make sure that you do go enough around in your Manerina so that the pole is going to be easy to get into that armpit for your Manerina. So you do need to make sure that you're going all the way around and getting that pole near your armpit so that you can transition into your Manerina. So let's try that again. We'll go from our side climb or invert, however you're going to get into your Cupid, and then spinning backwards, of course, both hands on. Lead with your chest, so chest goes up and out, knee starts to slide down, and then we're going to twizzle and just allow that foot to just release that grip from your Cupid, and then back into sickle foot for your Manerina. Let's give it a try. So we're here, give it a nice backward spin. And from your Cupid, grab the pole around armpit height, leading with the chest, lower the knee, inside foot drops, let it grip back on, and spinning enough to get into that armpit. So if you're not really familiar with the Manerina move, definitely check out the module that I have in the beautiful shapes, because I really break that down and explain how to do it. If you just want a really quick recap, in case it's been a while since you've done it, when you spin, you basically want your foot on one side of the pole and then your knee as close to the other side as you can, and it is a thigh grip. So from your Cupid position here, so as we twizzle around, just watch my bottom foot here. It's going to grab, now my knee's on the other side of the pole and my foot is on the opposite side. And that's really important for the Manerina grip, because it allows you then to really push the side of your thigh and butt really into the pole, so that you can lean off that grip, reach back and grab the inside of your foot. And then we want to extend everything from there up. So chest goes up, back knee goes up, push your foot into your hand as well. And then if you lift your arm and fingertips up and look up at your fingers, the whole line is just beautiful, lifted and extended. So let's try that. So we'll go from our Cupid. All right, so from Cupid, grab, concentrate on that bottom foot. So lead with the chest, sickle it round.
And just one more tip, getting your elbow behind the pole first really helps to get the pole into your armpit grip for your Manerina.
Reach back, now everything goes up and lifts. And then to get out, just grab the pole and come down.